Good morning, everybody. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday so far. We made it to another end of the week. I am going to start loading these workout videos on my new fitness page just so everything can be in one place and off of my personal Facebook page. So that's where all these videos will be. You can go to J Harritt Fit, all one word, and that's where they will be. So we're gonna do a 60-minute bar class today. All you need is a pair of weights, a chair, and a mat. And if you don't have weights, you can always sub a can of something, so a can of soup, can of veggies, can of beans, or if you need something a little heavier, some of us may have a couple of wine bottles around, so you can always pick up a couple of wine bottles, and you can always just go body weight, just go through the motions with those arms, and that's just fine too. So I'm going to start us off with a warm-up, and as I mentioned in the brief info, go ahead and select your own playlist. If you have a favorite workout playlist that you like to work out to, just hit play on that. I'll be keeping the tempo and the beat here, and so you can just have music on in the background. If you like music to a tempo, I'm going to be holding about a minute or 130 beats per minute tempo, so you can always go onto Spotify or any sort of playlist and just search fitness playlist, and sometimes they'll give you like a number with BPM, and that's just kind of the beats per minute. So about a minute, or gosh, I can't say that, about 130 beats per minute, maybe a little bit faster. That's about what I hold my tempo to. And we're gonna get started. So warm up is going, and here we go. Let me get our playlist or our timer up and going. And we'll get going with that warm up. So I want everybody to stand on their mats. I'm gonna fix the camera just a little bit so that my feet are there. Okay, hopefully the phone does not fall over. All right, so we're gonna get one big breath in, and we're gonna come on out. We're gonna go one more, and we're gonna go side to side into a squat. So you're gonna go to the right, you're gonna step right and lift, left and lift. Get those shoulders going, so get a good range of motion from those hips all the way up overhead. Nice and controlled here. Let's go 3 more. And 2, we're gonna hold it out wide. Hold here, lift left and right heel. So releve left and right, left and right. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to flat. Lift up and reach forward. So lift, pull it back, plie, down, up, pull, really engage those shoulder blades. In the back, squeeze them around that spine. Let's go 3 more. And 2, we're gonna hold it down, find that pulse. So little movements down, nice and controlled, shoulders are up. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, come on up, stay wide, side lunge to the right. Take it down to that knee, lift, tap, and lift. If you're ready to go down to the floor, take it down to the floor. Remember those hips are back, spine is straight, hinging at your hip joints. Weight is in the back of those heels. Let's go 2 more. And 1, hold down. Go side to side pretty quickly. So you're gonna escape left and right, left and right. Shift side to side. Start to feel that blood flow coming up. Heart rate's rising. Let's go 4 more, 3 more. Last 2. We're gonna hold it onto the left. So now you're gonna come up into a side lunge there. So lift, lower down to that knee and lift. As you feel a little bit more flexible and a little looser, you can go down to those toes and lift, down and lift. 4 more here, and 3, and 2. Last one, hold it side to side 1 more time. So to the right and left, shift right and left. Heart rate's coming up a little bit more. Starting to feel a little bit looser. Your breath might be getting a little heavier. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step center, bring those toes forward. So you want everything to be pointed forward in the wall in front. Hips are gonna go back, reach forward and chair back. Forward and chair. So from the side, you're gonna have Those hips go back, tailbone back towards that wall. Spine is straight, belly button into that spine. 4 more here, and 3, and 2. We're gonna hold it down. Let's lift both heels up. So you're gonna lift up and tap it down. Nice and controlled here. Try and find that balance, and lift and lower. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Let's hold it up. You're gonna find that pulse, so pulse down. Down. This is a little tougher. You gotta engage that core a little bit more. Let's go 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Back to flat. Back into that reverse lunge. Right leg's gonna come back to start. So let's step back and lift, back and lift. Again, get a good range of motion. Really work through that hamstring on that standing leg to pull yourself up. Shoulders are straight up over those hips. Let's go 3 and 2. Hold that lunge. We're gonna go little down, little up. So lower down, lift up. Lower down, lift up. So tiny range of motion here. Only up about an inch or so. 4 more, and 3, and 2. We're gonna lift up into that arabesque. So on that standing leg, lift up, tap that back toe. Now slowly start to reach forward, lift that back leg. Hold when you get parallel to the floor, and pulse. Lift that heel, squeeze that backside. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Nice job, working that balance in our warm-up. Left leg's gonna go back this time. Let's come down and up, down and up. So front foot is grounded into the floor. Lifting through that hamstring, starting to warm up the backs of those legs. We've got 3 more here, and 2. Hold down on this one. Find that lunge, straight up over those hips. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. This is where your control over that tempo starts to engage that leg. Try not to bounce. Slow lower, slow lift. 3 more here, and 2. We're gonna go into that arabesque. And from here, hold down. Lift up onto that front leg. Find that balance. Start to reach forward. Bring that back leg up, parallel to the floor, and pulse, pulse. Hold your balance. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. From here, feet all the way together. Lift up overhead, hinge forward at the hips. We're going down to that plank, so straight back, down onto your mat. Come on down, and from here, we're gonna go into twisting lunges. So on the right leg, you're gonna bring it to the outside of that right arm, twist up, reach to the ceiling, back down, pull back to that plank. Left leg, lunge, twist left, come down, and back to that plank. Right leg, twist up, getting nice and loose in that spine. Let's go left, twist. From here, on that right leg, you're gonna bring that knee into that chest. So bring it into that chest, lift up into a down dog. Into that chest, and lift up into that down dog. Now, if that down dog is too much, you can just bring it back into that plank, lift, and back to that down dog. Let's go 1 more here, and up, and hold down dog. Bring that leg up. Give me a big inhale, exhale, come on down. Back to those lunges, 4 of them. Let's go right, twist, down, back to plank. Left, twist, down, back to plank. 2 more. Twist, and plank. Last one. Hold your plank. Bring that left knee in this time, into that chest. Now lift up, down dog, stretch, and bring it back in. So again, you can take that down dog out of it and just tap that leg into that plank. Let's go 2 more here. Lift, this gets a good stretch, but we're also activating that core. Last one, and bring it down into that down dog. Big inhale, exhale here, and start to walk those hands back towards those feet. Come to the center of the mat. Big inhale, exhale, and we are going to pick up those weights and get into our arms. So a little bit different arm series in the first video that I posted. I like to mix it up. I like to keep every class a little bit different. And so we're gonna go into a different arm series. So you can just out of the way. We won't need it until we get into those legs. Also, if you feel like you might be tripping over that mat, feel free to roll it up like I am and just throw it out of the way. All right, roll those shoulders back. We're gonna lift those arms right in line with those shoulders. So from the side, elbows and shoulders pointed towards the front. That's super important here. We're gonna lift that left or that right leg forward. So from the side, bring that right leg forward, lift overhead, elbow is gonna come down as that knee comes up. So you're gonna crunch and extend overhead. Lift and lift overhead. Crunch, lift that leg, and crunch, lift that leg. Perfect. Get those shoulders nice and strong. Control your tempo down and up. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. If you can hold it on that one leg, hold, otherwise tap it down, pulse those arms. Little movements, up and down, up and down. Perfect. I'm gonna turn this way so you see what's coming next. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Elbows wide, tap that leg to the side and to the front. Side and front, transitioning to a wide press with a side leg raise. 4 more here. And 3, make sure those elbows are lifted in line with those shoulders. Last one, hold wide. Reach overhead, same thing, elbow to knee. Let's bring it up and tap. Lift and lower. Think about keeping that neck nice, long, and relaxed, shoulders away from those ears. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Y'all gotta keep going, hold here, and if you've got that balance, hold, otherwise tap. Little pulses with those arms. So again, tiny movements. How small can you make them? We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're gonna bring those elbows into that waist as you step back and then lift up, down, and lift. So I'm just tapping back from the side. Here's what it looks like. We've got 4 more here, and 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold that leg back. Bring those arms forward so they're in line with those hips. Keep those elbows 90 degrees. You're gonna lift halfway up and lower down. Lift that leg as you raise those arms. So lift, lower, lift, and lower. Keep that rolling here. We got 4 more, and 3, last 2, hold it up, find that balance. Little pulses with those arms again. And we're gonna start into the opposite side. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Drop those weights, roll those shoulders on the other side here. So opposite leg's gonna come forward, left leg forward. Raise those arms up overhead, elbows to the front. Let's lift that leg, lower those arms. Let's lift, lower. Now that we know what we're doing, see if you can get a little bit more challenge out of it. See what ways you can work a little bit harder. 4 more here, and 3. Last 2, engage that core, hold down. Halfway, little pulses for 8, 7, 6. You can always drop that foot down. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap that toe out to the side, take it out and in, out and in. Make sure those elbows stay lifted. Nice goalpost arms to the side. 4 more, stay in it. Last 3, and 2. Open up that chest, hold here. Raise overhead, leg lift, wide press. Let's take it down. Tap, down, and tap. Don't forget to breathe, guys. Slowly bring it down and lift, nice and control and steady. Inhale, exhale, breath to movement. We've got 3 more, and 2, and 1. Hold those arms halfway. Hold that leg. Pulse those arms. Pulse, pulse. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap that leg. Elbows down to that hip. Tap back and half lift. Down and lift. So you want to keep those elbows at a 90-degree angle. Engaging those shoulders. I know they're burning. I know we're starting to feel it. I'm going to bring you out of it. But we got 1 more little sequence here. Let's go 2 more. And last 1. Hold here. Bring those weights to the center. Lift, legs and arms. So you're going to lift up, arabesque, tap it down. Halfway with those shoulders and down. Lift and lower. So this gets into our low back. So as you keep going, you're gonna notice you feel it here. You feel it in those glutes, and those shoulders are still in it. We got 2 more. You're gonna hold it up. Lift, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, we did our shoulders. Woo, roll it out. Give yourself a little shake. Biceps here. So we're gonna start with a curtsy and a curl. So palms are forward, elbows are right at that rib cage, and they are planted and glued. Do not move them from that rib cage. Shoulders are up, chest is open. Right leg taps to the side, curtsy and curl right here. And down and up. So keeping those elbows glued in at that side is gonna really isolate that bicep muscle, because the joint, that elbow joint, is the only thing moving here. Let's go 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're gonna hold it down. Lift those palms halfway, 90 degrees, and pulse, pulse, pulse. We're gonna add a little shoulder back into this in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Watch here. We go curl, tap, side raise. Let's go curl, tap, side raise. You can add that leg, or you can just keep it on the ground, just like that. Curl, tap, side raise. 1 more. Hold that side raise. When you get there, hold it up. Little circles for 8, 7, 6. Elevated curls are coming in 3, 2, 1. Second position, out wide, toes are out. Palms up, curl, and plie. Curl, plie. So, again, elbows are the only joints that's moving. Those shoulders are steady. They are stable. You are curling that palm up towards your head, and you are bringing it out in that extension. Let's go 2 more. Last one, hold here. Hold elbows into the center. So curl and extend. Nice work. Activating that chest muscle a little bit, and we'll go into that curtsy curl on the other side. 3 more, and 2, and 1. Hold here, bring it up. Now, left leg is out, and palms are back out in front, elbows glued into that rib cage. Curtsy curl, let's go, down and up, curl and lift. Second set, we know where we're going with it. Let's get a little bit more into it. 4 more, and 3, and 2. You're gonna hold down. Find that curtsy, lift those palms, pulse it here, pulse, pulse. In 4, 3, 2, curtsy curl to lift. So you're gonna curtsy curl, tap, side lift. Curtsy curl, tap, side raise. Breathe in, out, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe, let's go 3 more here. And lift. Last 2. On this one, you're gonna bring those arms out wide. Hold that raise. Hold here, little circles for 8, 7, 6. You can tap that foot if you need to. We got 3, 2, 1. Second position, plie, palms up, plie, curl. Down, curl, extend. Down, curl, extend. Plie and curl. 4 more, and 3, and 2. We got it, hold plie, elbows to the center, squeeze in, out, Make sure those shoulder blades are working, wrapping around that spine, using that chest to draw those elbows center. 4, and 3. Last 2, we are there, hold, and come up. Woo, all right, we're still gonna get into our biceps. We're gonna activate our shoulders a bit more. And here we go. Bring those feet together, right inside those hips, toes pointed forward. Bring yourself into that chair position and lift those palms up 90 degrees. Roll your shoulders back, open up that chest, reach and chair down. So you're gonna extend those arms, tailbone back, spine is straight, pull back up. Let's go, down and lift, down and lift. So you're gonna notice the fronts of those shoulders are activated. Biceps are still engaged with that pull and that elbow. 4 more, and 3, tailbone back, weight over those heels. Last one, hold here. Elevated curl. Let's curl up, extend, curl, extend. Elbows are out away from your rib cage this time. Adding a little bit more resistance, making that effort a bit harder. 3, and 2, and 1. Hold out. Now turn those palms down. As you press back, you're going to lift those heels up and then back. So press and releve. Press and releve. Try and stay down in that chair, getting into our back and those triceps a bit. We've got 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it up in that releve, little pulse, pulse, pulse. We got second set coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet down into that flat. Come back up, hips forward, and bring that elbow 90 degrees, palms up. Chair and reach. Let's do it. One more time. Down, up, down, up. Make sure you get a good pull in that elbow. Spine is straight, tailbone back. 4 more. 3. Can you lift those toes up off the ground in your chair? Last one. Hold out. Elevated curl. Curl it up. And curl. So you want those palms facing towards you so that you can get a good bicep contraction here. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice work. Bring those palms down so that when you press back, they are down past towards that wall in the back. Releve here. Press and down. Let's speed it up. Lift, lower, releve, and press. Now's a good time to catch your breath. We're not moving as much. This is a little bit more of a static move, but we're still engaging that core. We've got 2 more here. Last one. Hold that releve. Ooh, find that balance. Lift those heels. Sink down. Little pulse. Pulse, pulse. This is a great way to challenge your balance as well. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, roll those shoulders. For our last arm sequence, we're gonna go down to the floor. So roll that mat back out, and we're gonna get into our back. Triceps and shoulder blades are gonna feel it, but we're also gonna work that low back and those glutes. So you're gonna go down into a tabletop here. Excuse me. All right, so take one weight and just put it towards the front. You just need one. On that right side, you're gonna bring yourself into a wide row. So you're gonna turn that dumbbell so that your palm faces that thigh. On that opposite leg, let's extend up to this air and tap that toe. You're gonna lift into an arabesque on the opposite leg as you lift through on that right. So right arm comes down, comes up as left leg lifts. Here we go. Elbow's gonna point out to the wall, to our side. So we're gonna squeeze that shoulder blade lift and tap it down. Let's speed it up. And lift. Get that belly button into that side, or in that spine rather. Abs are nice and strong. Low back is steady. Let's go 3 and 2. You're gonna hold that left leg up, and you're gonna take that elbow on the right down to the hip and lift back out. So it's like a bird wing flapping out and down. So you want to keep that 90-degree elbow and work through those shoulders and back. Let's go 2 more. Last one, hold here. Get ready for that tricep press. Extend that arm. Now tap that knee and that weight down to the floor. So you're going to come down and extend. Elbow is glued to that rib cage again, but we've got an opposite motion here, so our triceps are working. 4 more. And 3, and 2. We're gonna hold it here. You're gonna give me tiny little pulses through that elbow. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Ooh, that right side is feeling it. Let's turn around and grab that weight in the opposite arm. So left arm is working, right leg is working this time. Find that tabletop position. That left palm is facing that left thigh. Let's bring that right leg out and tap that toe. And from here, let me get my weight out. There we go. From here, let's lift to the side and lift that leg through the heel. So you're gonna lift and then lower. Lift and lower. So from the front, here's what we look like. All right, so notice my elbow comes out wide. I've got that 90-degree bend in that elbow, and I'm squeezing those shoulder blades. We've got 2 more. Last one, hold it up. Hold that leg nice and steady. Tap that elbow and out, down and out. Like a bird flapping its wing. Hold steady, 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold here, extend that leg. Drive that knee to that mat as you bend that elbow, and then bring it back. Knee and elbow. I'll turn back to the side so you get a good perspective there. Down and lift. And lift. Keep that arm nice and stable. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Hold up nice and strong. Tiny little pulses for 8, 7, 6. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring that weight down. Plant those palms on the mat and bring it down into a child's pose. Stretch out those arms. And when you're ready, let's come up. Grab that chair. We're going right into legs. Keep your weights near you. We will need them for 1 leg series, and otherwise we're just going to use our chair. So we're going to start in a parallel position here. I'm going to be moving from the side to the front just to give you different perspectives, because we are going to move a little bit. We're going to step forward, we're going to step back, but in that parallel position from the front, you want those knees right in line with those hips. So here are my hip bones, there are my knees. Toes are pointed forward, and you want those hips tucked in underneath those shoulders. Abs are engaged, so tighten up those abs by tucking those hips and that tailbone forward. Everything is in one line. Again, you want to feel as though you're sliding down a wall, or you have a book balanced right on your head. All right, so from the side, here we go. Legs are together, and let's take it down and up, down and up. This is a full tempo right here. So we're going to mess with the tempos. We're going to mess with the positions. We're going to mix it up a little bit. And this is our base. This is our starting point. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. Hold here. Little pulse. Pulse. You can lift those heels up and releve. That always feels better to me. Some people like flat foot. So if you're flat, you can just hold it here. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Let's go a little up, little down. So half up and down. Half up and down. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Hold here. Tap those heels. Tap them down and releve. Down and releve. Down, up. Shoulders are still. Working all lower body. Let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it up to releve if you want, or stay flat. Back to that full tempo. So up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. I'm going to come to the front so you see what we're getting ready to do. We're going to start our movement. Let's go 2 more and 1. From here, hold down. Little pulses here for 8, 7, 6, in 4, 3. Pressing those knees out. Little pulse, pulse. Activate the outside of those thighs. It's as if you have a band wrapped around that leg and you're fighting that resistance. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Little up, little down, little up, little down. Get ready to step forward on the right. Little up, little down, lift, lower. 4 more, and 3. Last 2, I'm gonna go diagonal here. And 1, on the right, step forward about 6 inches, plie down, down, up, down, and up. So you want your weight to be right in that empty space. Knees are gonna continue to point forward. Keep those hips tucked under. 4 more, and 3, and 2. You're gonna hold it down, find that pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. In 4, 3, little presses out, press it out, press, press. Again, activate those hips. In 4, 3, little up, little down. Let's go up, down, lift, lower, lift, lower. Nice. In 4 and 3, back to center. In 2 and 1, feet together. Find that releve. So tap and releve, tap and releve. We're gonna go to the left this time, stepping forward about 6 inches. Now's a good time to reset those hips. Tuck them forward, right under those shoulders. Activate those abs. 2 more here. Last one, hold it up. Step forward on the left, take it down and up, down and up. Full plie here. Straight down, straight up. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold it here and pulse it down. Pulse it down. Down and down. For 4, 3, 2. Press those knees out. Press it out. Press. Guess what, y'all? We got 1 more set of 8 coming, and we're out of it. Hold on to it. Don't stop now. In 2 and 1. Sink it down. Down. Up. Down an inch. Up an inch. Little up. Little down. Stay in that contraction. I know we're shaking. I know it's burning. Legs are feeling it. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Bring those legs together all the way up. Drop those arms down, or heels down rather, and breathe. Give me a good stretch in those thighs. And we're gonna move a little bit on this. We're gonna pick up that weight. We're gonna go from a second position plie up into some side leg lifts. So you're gonna feel the blood flow a little bit more. Our heart rate's gonna jump, and we're gonna grab that weight, and we're gonna get that upper body again. So bring that chair to the side. Grab 1 weight. Are y'all ready? Here we go. So let me bring my chair out that way. Perfect. So you're gonna hold that chair on that left side. Right arm is gonna have that weight. From here, we're gonna sink down into that second position plie. So heels are into the center, toes are pointed out. Bring those hips forward so that tailbone and that spine goes straight down, straight up. Open up that chest, squeeze those shoulder blades around that spine. From here, we're gonna go overhead to the ceiling as we lift in our plie. So you're gonna come down, raise it up, down, and lift. Think big movement. Let's get that breath up. Start that oxygen flow. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold that weight up, sink down, tiny little pulses here for 8, 7, 6. In 4, 3, elbow to knee, releve that right heel. So lift, extend, releve, and releve. Stay down, don't come out of that plie. Starting to feel that core activate a little bit right here in those obliques. 2 more, hold here. Little up, little down, little up, little down, little up, little down. Starting to move a little bit, coming up. 4 more, stay with it. Shoulders nice and stable. 3, 2, and 1. Flat foot, reach overhead in that plie. So down, extend, down, extend. So you're gonna tap that toe on the floor, sink down in that plie. 4 more, and 3. Last 2. Ooh, let's hold it up. Hold here. So tap that toe on the ground. Make sure those hips are pointed towards the front. Elbow to knee. So leg lift, lower, lift, lower. If at any point that weight gets to be too much, you can drop it and just go into the motions here. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Starting to fire up those obliques. Hold here. Little pulses with that leg. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. In 4, 3, bring that weight to that thigh. You want a nice, light grip on that thigh, so don't rest that weight. You're gonna crunch up and down. Crunch up, lower down. So really use that oblique, lift through that rib cage, slide that weight down and up that thigh. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Take that weight, curl that leg at a 90-degree angle, hold that weight with that leg. Let's pulse it here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Ooh, I feel a difference with that one. Make sure that hip is pointed forward, lifting through the side of your hips. Last 3, 2, 1. From here, kick back. So back, back from the side. I'm just taking little motions back. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that weight into that hand. Extend through that left leg or that right leg. Hold it up. From here, last thing on this side. elbow to knee, oblique crunch. So lift, extend. Try and keep that leg lifted. Reaching up through that rib cage, extending overhead. 4 more. 3. Ooh, y'all are doing awesome. Keep going. Last 2. Last 1. Nice, good extension. And come on down. Woo! Felt it in the side of that backside. Drop that weight for a second. Figure 4 stretch. And let's go into a more static pose, first position, and we'll go to the other side. So bring that chair a little bit closer. And first position, you're going to connect those heels. Now again, you can stay flat, a little bit higher range of motion and protection for those knees, or you can go up onto releve and reconnect those heels. Make sure those heels are touching. That gives you stability in your plie. That gives you a little protection in those knees, and it activates those glutes a little bit more. So knees are going to go in the direction those toes are. So however far those toes are pointed out, your knees are going to follow. So don't force those knees out farther than they need to go. Bring those hips in. So from the side, tucked in. Belly button is nice and tight. Shoulders are up. Let's go down and up in that plie, like you're sliding down a wall or like you have a book right on that head. Nice, y'all. And let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Hold down. Little pulse. Pulse. So try not to bounce. This is a controlled motion. I want those legs to be engaged. 4 more. 3 more. 2, and 1. Hold here. Lift overhead. Reach right. So right and left. This is great for that core. You got to find that balance, and you got to hold that plie, making those legs work extra hard for it. Woo! We got 2 more. And last 1. Hold here. Little up, little down. Up, down, up, down. Lift and lift. Up an inch. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. Back to the bar and plie all the way up and down. Lift and lower. Step back a little bit. So I'm in the frame. 4 more and 3. Last 2 and 1. Hold down. Bring those knees forward. So squeeze in and out. Squeeze out. So you're not going to be able to bring those knees all the way in because you want to keep that range of motion in those ankles and keep those legs nice and stable. Don't force it. Just squeeze with those inner thighs. 3 more. 2 and 1. Hold here. Pulse down. Pulse. Pulse. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses out, back. Press out. Press. Little butterflies. Start to feel it in that backside. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1. Hold here. Full up, full down. Let's go up and down. Lift and lower. Lift. Last sequence here. So we got 4 counts of 8, and we're done. 2. Last 1. Hold down. From here, we releve. So lift those heels, tap, lift, tap. If you're on the floor, you're just going to lift and tap down flat. If you're already in releve, connect those heels. Up, down. 3, and 2, and 1. From here, reach overhead. Reach to the front. So down, lift. This is going to make you a little wobbly. Find that balance. Work through it. Shoulders down. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Last thing. Finish it out. Little up, little down, little up, little down. Those legs are fired up. You are shaking and you are burning, but you've got 2 more. Here's your last 1. All the way up. Drop those heels and give me a good shake out. Perfect job. Y'all are awesome. I want you to stick with it. We've got that other side, a second position and legless, and we're going to start to move towards our back sides and our hamstrings. So we got glute work, seat work coming up. Grab that one weight again and switch that chair over to that right hand. All right. So now's a good time to form check. Sometimes I feel like I'm starting to cave forward and my shoulders are drooping forward. Open up that chest, squeeze those shoulder blades around that spine. That'll keep those shoulders up nice and tall. Bring those feet a little wider than hip. Sink down, find your plie form first. So heels are in, toes are out. And you're gonna bring those hips forward. Again, sliding down a wall. Bring that elbow in as we plie up, reach overhead. Let's get it going. Let's go down and lift. So again, big movement. Start to get that heart rate back up and that breath going. Breathe in and out, in and out. 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold here. Sink it down, pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Elbow to the knee with a releve right here. Take it down, lift up, down, lift. Core is firing up on that left side. Nice and deep in that plie. Stay there. Last 2 and 1. Hold steady on that arm. Little up, little down, little up, little down. We're still in a releve on that left. 4 more. And 3 and 2 and 1. Hold down, flat foot, reach overhead and tap that leg. So plie, tap, plie, reach. And reach. Get a good extension through that left side. Perfect. 4 more. And 3 and 2. Start those leg lifts. Hold here and lift that leg. Drop that elbow up. And crunch. Focus on that hip. You want it pointed forward, so we're lifting through the side of our glute. Work that booty, guys. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold here. Little pulse. Lifting through that heel up to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that weight on that thigh. Roll up and back. So lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep a light grip on that chair. You want all that work to focus on your balance and your stabilization. Let's go 3 and 2. Crunch up through the ribs. Last 1. Bend that leg. So 90-degree angle in that knee. Grab onto that weight with the back of that knee. Little pulses. Lift, lift, lift. Again, sometimes our hip tends to open up. Keep it forward. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Push it back. So little kicks. Squeeze. Squeeze through that kick. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last thing, oblique crunch. Grab that weight, lift that arm over that head, elbow to knee. So crunch, extend, crunch, extend. Try not to drop that leg too low. Work through that hip. We got 4 and 3 and 2. Big breath in, last 1. Reach overhead and come on up. Fantastic job on that. We're gonna switch it over into some lunges and some arabesques. So starting to work through the back of our legs, getting that posterior chain activated now that we've done front and side. So grab some water if you need to while I set us up for that lunge. So we're gonna go from lunges to arabesques. So we're gonna start with a reverse lunge, and then, or I'm sorry, a static lunge. Then we're gonna go into a forward back lunge, so reverse lunge, and then we're gonna go from that lunge to that arabesque, okay? So we got little pulses in between, but those are the bigger movements here. So bring those shoulders up, nice and tall. You wanna be right over those hips. Static lunge, let's take that back leg, that right leg back. Left leg is forward and it is planted on the ground. So it does not move. All right, y'all? Nice light grip on that bar. And let's take it down. So you're gonna drop, lift, lift. We're here for 8. Here's 4. You're just going straight up and down. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Pulse here, pulse down. Pulse, pulse. In 4, 3, 2. Now step that back leg forward. So lunge and tap, lunge and tap. You can even bring that knee up, down, and lift. 4 more, and 3, and 2. hold back, sink into that lunge, little up, little down. So up, down. You can even let go of the bar if you want to and lift those arms overhead. Lift, lower, 4 more, and 3, last 2, and 1. Hold down, lunge arabesque here. So down and kick, down and kick. So I'm lifting through that heel, that hip stays forward facing my chair. Try not to open it up because that'll take it into the side of that hip. We want it in the back. 2 more, hold that arabesque. So situate yourself so you're right underneath that standing leg, and let's tap that toe down and up, down and up. Again, nice light grip on that chair. Squeeze that booty for me. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Hold here. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, in 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, pulse that standing leg, little down, little up. So down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Ooh, there's that glute on that other side. Down, up. We're firing up that standing leg right here. We got 2 and 1. We're gonna keep that bend and that standing leg going. We're gonna drive that knee forward. We're gonna kick it back. Let's speed it up. So down, lift, down, and lift. Knee into that chest. Forward, extend. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold up. End with pulses here for 8, 7, 6. I know that standing leg is shaking. It is on fire. We've got 3. 2 more pulses. Last one. And bring it up. All right, y'all. We got 1 more leg. Let's get a figure 4 stretch on that standing leg. That's the one probably that you felt the most. Both sides were working, but just in different ways. This one was working through the contraction. This was working through the stabilization. And you both probably felt them activate. All right, I'm gonna scooch my chair over to the other side. This time, my left leg is working and my right leg is planted on the ground and it does not move. Static lunge to start, so draw that left leg back, bring those hips and those shoulders right in line, and down and up right here. So down, lift. You want to make sure that knee stays within those toes and that ankle. You don't want it going too forward, and you don't want to be going too far backwards. Nice and in line here. 4 more lunges. Last 3 and 2. Hold down on this one. Hold and pulse, pulse, pulse. Remember, control those pulses. Try not to bounce. Last 2, 1. Stand, back leg comes up. So lift, lower, lift, and lower. You can scooch that chair forward a little bit if you need a little bit more room. Let's go 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Hold back. Little up, little down. Here's where you can release that bar and go a little up, little down. Up an inch, down an inch. You can reach overhead, up, down. Give me 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Lunge to arabesque. Are you ready? Take it down. Lift that heel, down and lift. Down, lift. So you're just stepping far back, lifting up on that front leg. 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. We're here for the rest of the set. So bring your leg right over or right underneath your hips, and let's tap that toe. Tap it down and up. Fix those hips if they've opened up a little bit. You want them square to the chair in front. So everything's pointing forward here. Squeeze that booty. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Hold up and pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Little squeezes. You've got 2 and 1. From here, pulse that standing leg. Little up, little down. So down an inch, up, down an inch, up, down, up. Firing up that standing leg. There it is. Every time. Let's go. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that knee into that chest. Bend that standing leg and shoot it out. Let's speed it up. So down, extend, crunch, extend. Breathe in and out. Now we're starting to get to the point where that leg has had enough. We are there in 2. We're going to end with pulses right here. Hold out and pulse. Pulse. Stick with it. Don't come out. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're coming out. Amazing work. We're going to bring it down to the floor. Abs, core, and back are getting ready to set up for those sets. So let's scooch that chair out of the way. We don't need it anymore. And let's roll that mat out and take a seat. So 2 ways you can do this. If you like that V-sit position, I'll show you a V-sit position. If you want to lay back on that mat, you can lay back on that mat and do the same thing. So I'll show you both ways here. And from the front, you're going to bring those heels right on in front. You can keep them on the ground. You can keep them elevated. If you're laying back on the mat, you can come down into a 90-degree position and take those arms overhead. We're going to reach side to side. So from on your mat, you're just going to reach, tap that outside ankle if you can get to it, and then come to the other side. And from here, if you're in that V-sit position, we're going to go the same thing, but we're going to reach out side to side. So here we go, right and left. So we're going to reach out and out. So you want to be leaning back just a little bit. Spine is straight, chest is open. Nice V position. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold up overhead. We're going to separate those knees, but keep those feet together. So out, squeeze, out, and squeeze. If you're on your back, same motion here. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to connect both upper body and lower body by reaching forward, separating those knees, and come back. So you're going to come forward, come back, forward, and back. Y'all keep that going. If you're down on the ground, same thing. You're going to crunch and lower, crunch and lower. Give me 4 more here, everybody. Last 3, last 2, and 1. From here, everybody up in a V if you can. If not, fall into bicycle crunches down on the mat. If you're in that V, we're going to bring those hands to the chest, elbows out, twist side to side, side to side. Nice rotation through that spine. Hips are stable, shoulders are moving. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up nice and tall and bring yourself up. Lift through that spine, give yourself a little twist, and we're going to go into our final series, our plank series, and then we're stretching it out. So a couple of things you can do on this. You can always stay in that tabletop position. We're going to be lifting elbow outside and to the center, and then twisting opposite arm. So you can always hold that tabletop position. You can bring yourself into that knee plank and do the same thing, and in, and then twist. Or you can go into that full plank, curl those toes under, drop those hips, nice straight line from your neck, or from your head, really, all the way down to those feet. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. We got 4 3-point planks. So you're gonna bring it out to the right, and then center, and then twist to the left. Here we go. Right, center, and twist to the left. Right, center, and twist to the left. Last one, right, center, and twist. Fall onto that tabletop position. Relieve some pressure from those wrists. Curl those toes under. We're going to lift those knees up and down. So up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Really feel those abs surrounding that belly button. They're squeezing around that belly button. And keep going. 2 more. And last one. Hold that bear hold up off the mat. And can you tap those shoulders for me? So tap right, tap left, tap right, tap left. I'm going to go this way so y'all can see. And 3, 2, and 1. Come down, roll those wrists for me. Other side. Left leg's going to work. Find that plank, that or that tabletop position. Here we go. I'm going to go from this perspective here. So you're going to go outside, center, and twist. 3 more. Outside, center, and twist. Nice. Working every single muscle in those abs. This is our last one. And hold. From here, bring it down to those knees. And one more time with that bear hold, but this time we're gonna lift up, we're gonna twist side to side. So right knee taps to the floor, left knee taps. Right and left. Getting into our hips and our waistline. Down and down. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. Drop to those knees, into that child's pose, and breathe it out for me. Last thing on our planks, we're going to go into hip dips. So you're going to go onto that forearm, into a side plank. You can keep that knee down on the floor. So option here, forearm and my hand is pointed forward, and that knee is going to be on the mat. You can go to that full side plank by bringing yourself up, and we're going to lift overhead. Let's dip those hips down and up. We got 8 on one side and 8 on the other. Here's 4, we're halfway. Last 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold up and take it down. And you're gonna take yourself, roll over to the other side. To keep myself facing you, I'm just gonna switch over. So remember, you can hold that knee and dip those hips that way, or you can bring yourself to that full plank and let's dip. So down and up, down and up. Last few, make sure you breathe. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one, hold those hips up, big breath in, and slow lower. Amazing work today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this class. I'm gonna stretch you out for the last 5 minutes, and then you can get on your way. So as we stretch, let's think about extending through that rib cage and through that spine, and try and lift that head to the ceiling. Bring those heels together so that those knees come out to the side, getting that inner thigh stretch. Lean forward for me. Big breath in and out right here. And come on up. And let's bring that right leg slightly out to the side. And we're gonna lift through the rib cage first. So right leg is out, lift overhead with that left. Get a good extension through your side and those obliques. And down through that hip. And come on up. Now reach forward towards those toes, get that good hamstring stretch. And we're holding here for 2 to 3 breaths or so, so make sure that you breathe, you relax. Try and relax everything else as you stretch your hamstring, and come on up. And from here, let's bring that leg forward, cross that left leg over, and now you're gonna take that right elbow, cross it to the opposite side of that left knee, rotate back and look back behind you. Nice little spinal twist here. And come forward and bring that left leg to the front. Now we're gonna take that right leg, cross it over, and left elbow, opposite side of that right knee, twist, and look over that shoulder, and hold. And come back around. This time you're gonna take that right leg and you're just gonna bring it in to that middle of that thigh and extend through the left. Right arm, let's reach overhead, hold here. Nice, good stretch. This one always feels so good to me. And come on up and to that shin, ankle, or toe. So lean forward, hold here. Big breath in and out. And let's get one more in and out. Perfect. Come on up. All right, so we're gonna bring ourselves into that tabletop position. And I want you to roll through, rounding out that spine, lifting to the ceiling. And now come down, arch, look up, lift that tailbone. Let's go one more, cat-cow. So lift, round that spine, and arch, look up, lift that tailbone, and come back down. Let's curl those toes under and straighten out those legs, find that down dog, and start to walk back into a forward fold. So nice long hamstrings here. Drop that head into the floor and slowly bend those knees, lift up, and come on up. Grab that chair if it's somewhere near you. We're gonna go into figure four, standing. So you're gonna cross that right ankle to that left knee, and from the side, you're gonna sink back like you're sitting down into a chair, pressing against that standing leg, and that knee is coming out to the side. Good hip stretch here. And come on up, same leg, let's grab that ankle, send that heel back, lift up through those shoulders, press those hips forward, and hold. And come on down. All right, last leg, cross it over, knee comes out to the side, sink down low, and hold. Big breath in and out, and come on up. Grab that heel, send it back, and nice little quad stretch here. Draw that knee down to the floor, open up through the shoulders, and slow lower down. All right, y'all, you did awesome today. Thanks for tuning in. Reach up over, lift up over to the right, come on up, over to the left, and all the way up. Inhale, exhale, and have a fantastic Friday, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. I will share this to my personal page. I won't always do that now that I'm shifting everything over to my fitness page, but just until everybody kind of gets the word of where to go, I will post it and kind of give people directions. But thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, any feedback, any comments, I always welcome any sort of feedback, and I'm happy to chat more. And I will see you guys next week. Let me know what kind of workouts you want as I kind of plan out the week and figure out what I'm going to do. So I always welcome requests, and have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the sunshine if the sun is out where you are. I hope it's getting warm outside now that we are getting into April, and I will see you guys soon. Happy Friday.